All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're opening up the playbook from James Clear's incredible book, Atomic Habits. We're going to build a really practical, step-by-step tutorial on how you can create good habits and, just as importantly, break the bad ones. And the best part? It's not about finding more willpower, it's about building a smarter system.
Ever ask yourself this? I think we all have. It's that super frustrating feeling when you know you should be doing something. Hitting the gym, working on that side project, saving money. But for some reason, you just don't. Well, that's the exact problem we're going to solve today.
And this quote right here, this is the big mindset shift. The problem isn't you. It's not that you lack motivation or willpower. The problem is your system. Think about it. Your goals are great. They give you a direction to point. But it's your systems, those tiny everyday actions that actually move the needle and get you there.
So if we're going to build a better system, we first have to understand how habits actually work under the hood. Turns out, every single habit you have, whether it's good or bad, follows the exact same four-step pattern that pretty much runs on autopilot in your brain.
This is it, the habit loop. It all starts with the cue. Say, your phone buzzes on the table. That little buzz creates a craving to see what's up. Your response? You pick up the phone and check it. And the reward is that little hit of knowing what the notification was about. That feeling tells your brain, hey, that was good, let's do that again. This simple feedback loop is the hidden engine behind almost everything we do.
Okay, now this is where it gets really cool, and more importantly, really practical. We can actually take control of this loop. Each of those four stages corresponds to a simple law of behavior change. These laws are basically the four levers we can pull to consciously design our habits.
All right, enough theory. This is where the rubber meets the road. We're going to walk through, one by one, exactly how to use these four laws to build a system where good habits aren't something you have to force, but something that just happens.
So, law number one targets the very first step, the cue. This is all about making the trigger for your good habit impossible to miss. Most of our bad habits are just things we do on autopilot. We're not even aware of them. So the first step is to make the cues for our good habits completely and totally obvious. So how do you actually do this? Well, there are a few awesome ways. First, use what's called an implementation intention. Get super specific about when and where you'll do the habit. Second, try habit stacking, which is just brilliant. You piggyback your new habit onto one you already do. And third, and maybe most powerfully, design your environment. You want to take your vitamin D every day? Don't stick it in a drawer. Put the bottle right next to your coffee maker so you can't possibly miss it.
And this formula right here, you gotta remember this. It's like a little cheat code for your brain. So simple, but so effective. After I brush my teeth, I will floss one tooth. Or, after I put my dinner plate in the dishwasher, I will wipe down the counter. You're using the momentum of a habit you've already mastered to launch you right into the next one. It's a game changer. Okay, on to law number 2, which tackles the craving. And here's a wild little brain hack for you. It's not actually getting the reward that drives us, it's the anticipation of the reward. That's when our brain releases dopamine, that's what creates motivation. So the trick is to make our good habits something our brain actually looks forward to doing.
And a fantastic way to do this is with something called temptation bundling. This is so clever. You just pair something you want to do with something you need to do. For example, maybe you love watching your favorite Netflix show. Well, the new rule is you only get to watch it while you're on the exercise bike. You're bundling the thing you need to do with an instant reward, which makes it totally irresistible.
Law 3 is all about making things easy. Look, our brains are basically lazy. They're wired for efficiency, which means they're always looking for the path of least resistance. So instead of trying to brute force our way through a difficult habit with willpower, we just need to make the good habits the easiest option available.
So what does this look like in real life? It means you reduce friction. You lay out your workout clothes the night before. You chop up your veggies for the week on Sunday. And if a habit feels just way too big, use the 2-minute rule. This one is brilliant. Read 30 minutes every night becomes read 1 page. Go for a run becomes put on my running shoes. The goal isn't to do everything at once. It's just to master the art of showing up. And finally, we've got the fourth and final law, which is all about the reward. Here's the deal. Our brains are wired for instant gratification. A behavior that is immediately rewarded is going to be repeated. A behavior that's immediately punished is going to be avoided. Simple as that. So for a habit to stick, we need to feel some kind of immediate success right after we do it.
The first 3 laws, they get you to do the thing this time. This fourth law, this is what gets you to come back and do it again and again. A habit tracker is perfect for this. Just putting that X on the calendar each day feels so satisfying. It creates a visual of your progress. And probably the most important rule of all, never miss twice. Hey, life happens, you'll miss a day, that's fine. But missing 2 days in a row, that's the start of a new bad habit. So just get back on track right away.
Okay, so we know how to build good habits. What about breaking the bad ones? Well, it's actually super simple. We just flip the entire playbook on its head. It's a perfect, elegant inversion of the 4 laws.
And this slide just lays it out perfectly. To break a bad habit, you just do the exact opposite. You want to stop eating junk food? Make the cue invisible by getting it out of your house. Make the craving unattractive by thinking about how sluggish it makes you feel. Make the response difficult. Don't keep it in the pantry. And make the reward unsatisfying. It's just that simple.
So, when you put all of this together, what do you have? You have a full-on toolkit. You're not just crossing your fingers and hoping you'll change anymore. You are now actively, consciously designing a system for that change to happen. You're becoming the architect of your own habits. And that really brings us to the most important takeaway of all. It's not about these huge, earth-shattering transformations. It's about the tiny gains, that 1% improvement day after day after day. Success is just the natural outcome of all those little daily habits compounding over time. There's no finish line. It's just this endless, awesome process of getting a little bit better.
Hey, if this guide was helpful for you, do us a favor and hit that like button and subscribe for more explainers just like it. And to really help you get started, we've put a link to the official Habits cheat sheet from James Clear's website right in the description below. It's totally free, so go download it and start building your own system today. Thanks for hanging out with us.